Welcome. In this video, ZBCN versus LINK. Which one should we get? We will analyze this. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and please watch till the end to understand.
A descending trend formed by price generally indicates in technical analysis that selling pressure is continuing and that there is indecision or weakness in the market. This descending trend line shows that prices have been consistently making lower highs and lower lows over a certain period, moving downward. Such a structure signals that investors are generally inclined to sell, supply exceeds demand, and the market holds a negative perception. However, the breaking of this descending trend, meaning the price moves above the sloping line it has been drawing from below, can be a sign of a major change in market dynamics. This is because it means buyers have become more dominant than sellers, the price is no longer moving downward, and upside potential has emerged. Breaking a descending trend line is a very important signal from a technical perspective. In terms of market psychology, a trend break creates a positive change in investors' perception. This breakout is usually supported by an increase in volume, indicating that the price decline has ended and a strong buying wave has begun. Investors may interpret this signal as the beginning of a new upward trend and adjust their positions accordingly. This can lead to faster and sharper price increases. Additionally, breaking the descending trend means surpassing levels that previously acted as resistance due to selling pressure. Breaking these resistance levels means there are fewer obstacles ahead for the price, increasing the likelihood of the uptrend continuing. After the price breaks the descending trend, the retest movement, when it returns to test the broken trend line or previous resistance level, is an important step in technical analysis that shows the strength of the trend reversal. If the price takes support from this level and moves upward again, strong signals emerge that the uptrend will continue. This move turns the previous resistance level into a support level, giving investors confidence. As a result, new buying comes in, supporting further price increases. This creates a positive momentum in market dynamics and accelerates upward price movement. The breaking of the descending trend and the subsequent rise are the result of changes in both the psychological and technical conditions of the market. Strengthening buyers, reduced selling, increased liquidity, and higher investor confidence all support this process. Additionally, after such a breakout, technical indicators generally give bullish signals as well. At this point, there are some important factors investors should be aware of. The rise after a descending trend break can sometimes be short-lived, known as a false breakout. In this case, the price briefly moves above the trend line, only to fall back below it and continue declining. To reduce this risk, confirmation from trading volume and other technical indicators is important. Breakouts without increased volume are generally unreliable. Moreover, overall macroeconomic developments, news flow, and investor sentiment can also affect price movements. Therefore, a trend break alone may not be sufficient. All of these factors should be evaluated together. In the long run, breaking the descending trend and the subsequent rise can increase investor confidence in the market. This can lead to increased market liquidity and attract new investors. As a result, a sustainable uptrend may form. However, for this rise to be lasting, economic fundamentals must also provide support. In the cryptocurrency market, this is connected to factors such as technological developments of the project, adoption rates, and the success of its roadmap. In technical analysis, monitoring support and resistance levels provides clues as to whether the trend will continue. In conclusion, the breaking of a descending trend formed by price is an important turning point for the market. This breakout signals that selling pressure has decreased, buyers have taken control, and the price is beginning to rise. When supported by a retest movement and technical indicators, this can be interpreted as a strong bullish signal. However, investors should act cautiously, taking into account market volume, news flow, and other technical data. In this way, the sustainability of the rise after a descending trend break can be analyzed more effectively and investment decisions can be made more accurately. Such a technical structure brings risks as well as opportunities and therefore requires careful analysis. But overall, breaking a descending trend is accepted as a positive sign heralding the start of a new bullish period in the market. But we cannot decide on an analysis based solely on trends, so let's take a look at other metrics as well. Stay tuned.
The presence of a resistance level above the price is an important concept in technical analysis. Resistance refers to the level that prevents the price from rising, where sellers concentrate in the market and buyers cannot dominate. When the price reaches this level, the upward movement usually stops or a pullback occurs because selling pressure increases at that point. The resistance level, is one of the significant price points determined by examining previous price movements and can be decisive in investors' decisions. When the price reaches the resistance level, the market usually becomes undecisive. Buyers try to push the price higher while sellers sell to protect their positions or take profits. This balance causes the price to get stuck at that level or pull back. The strength of the resistance depends on the size of the orders accumulated at that level, market volume, and investor psychology. If the resistance level is strong, the price may stay there for a long time or be tested multiple times without success. This delays or temporarily halts the price's upward movement. However, the price breaking above the resistance level, that is, overcoming this barrier, is a very important and positive technical signal. Because this movement shows that buyers have become dominant over sellers, supply in the market cannot meet demand, and the price has entered a new upward trend. Breaking resistance increases investor confidence, triggers new buying, and starts an upward attack on the price. This attack is usually supported by high trading volume. An increase in volume confirms the accuracy of the trend change. Thus, the price rise accelerates, and previously difficult to overcome resistance levels are passed one after another. Price movements after breaking resistance are critically important for investors. When the price retests the broken resistance level and takes support there, it shows the strength of the trend. If the price now uses this level, which previously acted as resistance, as support, strong signals emerge that the uptrend will continue. This behavior reinforces buyers' dominance in the market and indicates that selling pressure has decreased. Investors may increase their positions at this point, and market dynamics accelerate positively. Thus, the resistance to support conversion becomes an important confirmation mechanism in trend changes. The breaking of the resistance level can be evaluated from many angles in technical analysis. This breakout means the price surpasses previous highs and allows for new target levels to be set. Technical indicators may also give positive signals along with this breakout. It is important for investors to follow the resistance level and wait for the price to break it, because this breakout can be a suitable entry point for opening positions. However, there are risks to consider at this stage. Sometimes, the price breaks above the resistance level and then quickly pulls back, which is called a false breakout. This can harm investors as it can cause them to open positions based on a false signal. Therefore, the reliability of the resistance breakout should be supported by trading volume and other technical indicators. Additionally, market news and overall economic conditions can affect the durability of this move. Price movements after breaking resistance may require different strategies for long-term and short-term investors. Long-term investors may view the resistance breakout as the start of a new uptrend and increase their positions. Short-term investors may try to profit from the rapid price movements that follow the breakout. In both cases, the price breaking away from resistance is a positive turning point for the market and paves the way for prices to reach higher levels. In conclusion, the breaking of a resistance level above the price signals a significant change in market dynamics. This breakout means buyers assert dominance in the market, selling pressure decreases, and the price enters a new upward path. In technical analysis, this move is interpreted as a strong buy signal and generally causes a significant price increase. However, investors should also consider trading volume, other technical indicators, and market conditions to confirm the breakout's validity. This way, they can maximize benefits from the attack period following the resistance breakout and minimize risks. Resistance breakouts are among the most fundamental and effective indicators of trend changes in financial markets and therefore hold great importance in technical analysis. The comparison between ZBCN and Chainlink is a highly notable discussion topic in the cryptocurrency market that attracts considerable attention from investors. Chainlink is regarded as one of the largest and most established projects providing decentralized Oracle services. This service, which enables smart contracts to receive data from the outside world, is a fundamental building block of the blockchain ecosystem. Chainlink's technical infrastructure, widespread adoption, corporate partnerships, and strong developer community have made it a leader in this field. As a result, Chainlink has earned high trust in the industry regarding data security and accuracy. On the other hand, Zebec Network is a relatively new player that has entered the sector but is quickly gaining attention with its innovative solutions. Zebec specializes particularly in continuous payments, automated financial flows, and real-time money transfers on the blockchain. With its own artificial intelligence, it aims to stand out in the competition by offering transaction ease, low fees, speed, and user-friendly interfaces. These features carry the potential to set new standards in financial technologies and are predicted by many users and investors to gain value in the future. Replacing Chainlink or competing with it represents both a significant opportunity and a serious challenge for ZBCN. If Zebec can successfully expand its technical infrastructure, reliability, ecosystem integrations, and user base, it can gain considerable value in the eyes of the market. In this case, very high increases in ZBCN's price, theoretically reaching 28 times or more, could become possible. Such a scenario appears attractive and promising for investors. However, the most important point to emphasize here is that achieving this goal is a very difficult, long, and complex process. Chainlink has built a wide network of partnerships over the years and has been adopted by many large institutional investors and blockchain projects. Therefore, Zebec reaching the same level as Chainlink, not only technically but also in terms of trust and cooperation in the sector, requires a great struggle. Technological superiority alone is not enough. Strong ties with various ecosystem stakeholders, compliance with sector regulations, and the development of sustainable business models are mandatory. Additionally, external factors such as volatility in the cryptocurrency market, regulatory uncertainties, intense competition, and technological advancements make it harder for Zebec to achieve this goal. While Chainlink has overcome many challenges and proven itself so far, Zebec's riding a similar success story depends both on time and the right strategic moves. Furthermore, gaining the trust of investors and users is vital for long-term success. The challenges Zebec will face on this path are not only technical but also multidimensional, including market psychology, investor perception, and moves by competing projects. Shaking the leadership of a large and established project like Chainlink is not just about price increases, but requires a significant change in market share. This means deep market analysis, strong marketing strategies, active community management, and technological innovations. If Zebec fails in these areas, reaching its goals will become quite difficult. In light of all this, if Zebec Network replaces Chainlink, theoretical price increases of up to 28 times may occur. However, this potential comes with high risk and uncertainty. For such a rise to happen, Zebec needs to travel a long and challenging path, both technologically and in terms of ecosystem development. Replacing Chainlink is a success measured not only by technical superiority, but also by trust, collaboration, and adoption factors. Therefore, it is extremely important for investors to keep their expectations realistic, follow the process patiently, and conduct thorough research. In summary, Zebec Network replacing Chainlink and making a significant leap in market value is theoretically possible, but this process requires intense competition, a long time frame, comprehensive strategies, and continuous innovation. If Zebec succeeds, investors can achieve large gains, but this is a risky investment path that requires cautious and informed action. Therefore, although Zebec's potential is attractive, approaching it with realistic expectations and thorough analysis is the most appropriate attitude.
Yes, friends, I hope you liked the video. If you subscribe to my channel and like the video, more videos will be coming. Be careful in your investments, analyze the risks correctly, and always take strategic steps. I will be with you with different analyses, investment opportunities, and technical information in my videos. I wish you all a lot of profit. See you soon.